What's up, y'all? You know where I'm at. You know what I'm about to do. It's your player partner, Cal. Want to holler at y'all for a second, and I want to let y'all know what's going on. If you don't know, your boy, your man, your player partner, I'm officially an author, right? For my daughter's birthday, I made her a book. It's a storybook you can read to your kids. It's called Daddy Will Be Home Soon. It's on Amazon. Just go to the search bar, search Daddy Will Be Home Soon. You'll see me. You'll see my daughter. Click it, buy the book, give it a good review, please. But I want to tell you what happened. So I promote the things that I sell, right? I promote products. I promoted this book online about a week ago. And I promoted it with stating some facts about black fathers. If you do not know, black fathers are the most involved group of fathers, whether we're inside or outside the home. The CDC reports this, right? I got all my information from there. So I gave some more facts about how we're the most involved fathers in and outside the home, how we're inside the home that we help out, how we're outside the home we help out, and just how basically the thing that we've been told about us being absent, yes, we have some cases like that are true. I'll never negate that. But for the majority, it ain't like that. It's not like that. When you look at the numbers, when you look at your real life, when you go into the world and you look at your real life, not outside of your bubble or whatnot, not in your bubble, go outside of your bubble, we're more present inside and outside of the home, and how this black fathers are absent trope needs to stop. I got a lot of good comments or whatnot, a lot of praise, people asking about where they can purchase the book, people asking about where they're going to get this book for the men in their lives that they know they might be involved with, might not be involved with. That's good, right? But I saw an overwhelming majority of people basically coming out saying that this ain't true, this is some bullshit, this is cap, this, that, and the third. Basically, these people, they bought into that trope that black men ain't shit. Y'all done heard it, right? If you ain't black, you done heard this. Niggas ain't shit. Right, you heard this, right? And this was coming from black women. Some black men too. And I know they have unfortunate scenarios to where their fathers went in their home. I ain't got nothing to do with that. I wish it wouldn't have been like that, but we all know that black men leaving the home just ain't got nothing to do with a man saying, okay, I just want to leave my responsibility. I just want to abandon my family. Do we have that happens? Yes, we do. But we got to tell the truth. Ladies that feel like black men ain't shit, the fathers ain't shit, I'm here to tell you something. And it's going to hurt some feelings, it's going to sting. We are not responsible for the men that you picked in your lives to be the father of your children that are not there. Who picks the fathers? You do. So if you have a shitty baby daddy or a shitty husband, that choice ultimately falls on you. I tell this to men all the time. Bruh, if we pick a woman, she ends up being bad for us, it's our fault. Because guess what? We chose her. We got to take accountability. Women, you got to take accountability. Now, I can't speak on what happened with your father or whatnot, whether he was there or not. I don't know. It's a lot of factors that plays into that. And we just got to cut this bullshit out that dudes just get up and just leave from their responsibility. It ain't that cut and dry. If you're any grown-up person in this world, you know life ain't black and white. It's a lot of gray, right? It might have been a situation where your mom was unbearable, and the dude said, okay, instead of dealing with this, I'm going to go somewhere where I can find peace. And it's not going to be in the home. You know your mama, ladies, men. You know your mama. You know how she is. She might be alone right now, or she might have a man that's she's running over right now. Unfucking bearable. You know it and I know it. So why would you think your dad would put up with that just for the sake of being the family when in the house she don't even want to operate as a family? It's her way or the highway. She just being hell bent. She's bringing you no peace. Why would a man want to deal with that? He wouldn't. And bros, if you're going through something like that personally, you chose it. It's unfortunate. It's fucked up. But guess what? You chose to lay down with that woman. You chose to bust off with that woman. So now you got to deal with the consequences of doing that. And we all know all black women ain't like that. We all know all women ain't like that. We know that, right? Men, for the most part, we'll try again and whatnot, and we'll play our hand and we'll try again. And then we fail, we'll try again. But for the majority, some men, we learn from our mistakes. Ladies, it got to be the same thing with you. You got to learn from your mistakes. But it shouldn't take a fucking baby for you to learn from your mistakes. And that's what I want to get to. These women that had such a negative view about black men in their lives, it should not take having a whole human life for you to learn from your mistakes. So now you have this skewed view of black men. And I'm here to tell you, bros, we're not about to pay for the mistakes, and we're not about to pay for the sins that other men have made. All right? Those are the men you chose. They gave you a funny taste in your mouth. They made you feeling sour. They ain't got nothing to do with us. They ain't got nothing to do with the millions of black fathers that are out here handling business, doing what we got to do, whether we're inside or outside of the home. We ain't got nothing to do with that. And I'm not going to harp on you too much because guess what? We all know and you all know you should have chose better. But it happens. So now you got to deal with that. You got to take accountability for that. But for the most part, like I want to say, man, I just saw a lot of vitriol coming for the bros. And I feel like this is something that's needed. I feel like I found a new purpose in my life by doing something like this. Yes, it's a children's book, but it's coming from a black father's perspective. It's coming from a father's perspective. We ain't really represented in the book industry like that when it comes to our children. Yes, we have some, but it's always majority female. And that's perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But it needs to be a counterpart to that, right? You have books and you have media for step parents, but it's a problem when the actual biological father wants to be there and do something for the child when it comes to media. Why do you think that's so? I want you to ask yourself that question. Why is a step parent, somebody that has no lineage, no blood tie to a child, more accepted than the actual man that made the child? That shit is ass backwards, right? But that's a whole nother story. I'm not going to get into that. But like I said, black men, bros, we're the most present. We've always been there. I know what you heard. I know what you've seen because I've seen it too with absent parents, with absent fathers. I've seen it, so I'm not going to negate it altogether. But I've seen more positive than I've seen negative. And we all know children have a way better shot when both parents are involved, whether you're inside or outside of the home. If you can't be there, you can't be inside or whatnot, I understand. If you're inside, I understand. It's our duty to lead our women and our children in the right way. Because when you leave women by themselves to their own devices, you get this destructive shit. And when you leave men by themselves that have no guidance, that have no structure, it leads to the same destructive shit. So I'm here putting my bid in, letting you know this is what I'm doing to contribute to families being better in the long run. Because like I said, in a picture perfect world, I would love for every man that laid down with a woman that made a child with them, you did it out of love for that woman, and y'all end up being together, whether y'all be together, whether y'all get married, and y'all raise that child together. That's what I would love to see, right? That's what I was raised on. My parents married. I saw that. And I would love to replicate that and see that done all in our communities. But that's just not the time we're living in right now. But that doesn't mean that we cannot contribute to bring it back to the old days when it worked. Anyway, that's my short video for today. Like I said, check out my book, Daddy Will Be Home Soon, on Amazon. Click the link, give me a good review. Link is in my bio, and I'll holler at y'all. Get your ass up.